Alright you guys, so today I am sharing what all of our first grade curriculum picks are. Now I know I shared these throughout, I think like April to May, but since we have changed, I thought it would be nice to do a recap. I know that I'm not the only one who has changed before the beginning of the year, so if you are in the same boat and you are looking for curriculum ideas, hopefully this video can help you. Now, I am going to show you everything we are using for my daughter for first grade, as well as our group subjects, and then my next video will be on what we are using for my son who is going into 5th grade. And then I'll just do like a recap of the group subjects. So I will put timestamps down below. So if there's a specific subject you would like to see, you can just skip to it. So starting off, Bible. We are using More Than Words for our Bible curriculum this year. Normally I buy the books, but since we also have a toddler and then another baby on the way, I purchased the digital version this year, which is really nice just so I can constantly reprint it as needed. My son used this curriculum, and you guys, like, I've said it so many times before, you're probably sick of hearing it, but I think More Than Words is one of my absolute favorite Bible curriculums, and then probably not consumed after that. Now, for reading, we are going to be using, oh my gosh, All About Reading. So I have done so much research on this, and I'm so happy that I did, because so many moms said that there is enough prep work to do every day, that it's better to sit down at the beginning of the year, do all of the prep for the entire year. And so I will be having a video coming up on how exactly I have prepped this, and hopefully it can help you if you are using this or thinking about using it, and all of that. But I think that this is going to be a wonderful curriculum. It looks really solid. It looks really fun after prepping some of it. I haven't prepped all of it yet, because this, I think, is going to be more like this by the time I'm done prepping. But it's all game-based, it seems, and it just seems really fun, and I think she's going to really enjoy that curriculum this year. To go along with that curriculum, we are going to be doing IEW's Primary Arts of Language Writing. And the nice thing about this one is they actually pair it with All About Spelling. So we're going to be doing both. There's 3 parts to this book. And so the first part, I believe it just goes over your child writing their letters. And then part 2 is when they start working in lessons from All About Spelling. And then part 3, they continue and they just build along their skills throughout the entire year. So I'm really excited to start both of these. And I think they're gonna be good. Oh no. Now, as far as our math curriculum, I showed you guys like the IEW math curriculum changes just recently in my How We're Planning for our homeschool year. I'll link that up above in case you want to see it. But we are going to be using Matthew C. She is very hands-on, and I believe that the manipulatives that come with this are really going to help her to understand math in a better way, and I think she's going to really enjoy that one. Plus, I love that it's been very short and to the point so far, and so that makes it easier on me. Now, as far as, let's see, I think this is the last one that I have that's not going to be a group subject. I have the Fallacy Detective that we are going to be going through. It talks about critical thinking and uncovering fallacies and things like that. So while we're doing that as part of our group work, I'll occasionally have her do activities from the critical and creative thinking activities from MOOR. I have a flip through on this. If you guys are interested in it, I'll link it above. And you can see all inside of this book and what all it has. But I believe that that will really help her to start thinking outside of the box and just developing those critical thinking skills. Now, as far as our group subjects, we're going to be doing an additional Bible course. I have the FAITHIPEDIAs from Not Consumed, and we were supposed to start using those at the beginning of last year, but we suffered a loss. It kind of fell to the wayside. We ended up doing, I think, a few lessons from it, but we didn't really carry on throughout our year. So I really want to dive into that during our group time this year, because the kids are doing different Bible study books, and so I really want that to be our like group subject. We're not going to do it every day. We're going to do it more so during like our morning basket time. So I'll have a schedule coming out eventually for you guys to show how we're going to work on all of these subjects. But with that, I got the journal, and if you guys would like to see a flip through of their FAITHIPEDIA, it's so cool. I will link that up above here, and I will try to remember to link it down below. But the journal is paired with the FAITHIPEDIA, and it comes with some stickers. I don't have a flip through of this one yet, but if you guys are interested in seeing one, let me know. But they can basically write down what they're learning on a daily basis. So like, what is the book number 5 of the Old Testament? What are some awesome things about this book? My favorite verse, and then it just goes so on. So she really gets to dive deep into it and learn about it and be shaped by it. Now, if you guys saw one of my videos over the summer, I did talk about how I'm going to create our science unit studies this year, because I haven't been able to find one that my kids just genuinely enjoy and one that I enjoy teaching. They all seem to either be lacking in one way or another, or just completely intense. So I have not sat down to plan those yet. I mentioned how this year has been kind of fast and furious, at least this summer. It feels like it just went from like April to August in the blink of an eye. So I figured I would hit the easy button, because we already had the space unit study from Gather Round. So I printed this off. Now we are not going to use this unit study in its entirety. They do put at the top what the focus of this page is. I don't know if you guys can see that, probably not. But that one says art, and then that one is science. So we're just going to use this for the science pages and use it to learn all about space. And then that will give me some time to plan our future unit studies that we have coming up. So I want to learn, we're going to go over the human body. We are going to go over oceans. And there was one more, I cannot recall it for the life of me, but I am so excited about teaching them the human body. I already have so many ideas and resources that we're going to be using, and I can't wait to share that unit study with you guys once I have it fully planned. The next thing that we are going to be doing as our group study, so that's going to be our first group activity outside of the FAITHIPEDIA. The following group studies that we're going to do are the picture studies from Simply Charlotte Mason, and this one is going to be on Monet. The following one is going to be Van Gogh, and then Michelangelo. So I figured 3 picture studies for the year gives us enough time to go through it in a slow pace where it's no pressure, and we can do this during our morning basket activities. And if we happen to finish these up and we still have a good part of the year left, then I can order more. They're very inexpensive, and they're very beautiful, you guys. I have a flip through on that as well. I will try to link it below and above in case you want to see inside that. And then for our history, that's going to be a group study as well. And this year we're trying out Simply Charlotte Mason's Genesis through Deuteronomy and Ancient Egypt. So I think that that's going to be really fun. It's literature based. I have quite a few of the books that they recommend. And I also got this stuff that they left behind to pair with it, and it's on Ancient Egypt. So they get to just kind of uncover pictures and things like that from those days that we're going to be studying about. Now, as far as geography, we did not finish I was pairing American geography with our early American history last year, and we didn't get a chance to finish it. So we are going to be finishing up our American geography curriculum. And then once that's done, we will move on to our Around the World with Picture Books geography. Now, the nice thing about this curriculum is it's not just geography, but they work in science and history and art and nature studies. So if you're kind of looking for an all-in-one curriculum that covers all of those topics, this would be a great choice. And it's taught all through picture books. So I have another flip through on that one. You guys have done so many curriculum reviews. I'm trying to remember all because I know sometimes we really love to see inside. So if you want to see inside this one, I will link that one up above and I will try to remember below. The next one that I already mentioned is the Fallacy Detective. This one looks so fun and it's very short and to the point. It's nothing that we're going to spend a lot of time on. So we are going to be going through this through our morning basket some days, not all days. And then I'm so excited because this year we are finally, every year I have had a goal to do Spanish, and every year it's either gotten away from me or last year was just a mess. So this year we are going to be doing Master Books Academy Spanish. I just made this cover. So what you do is you print off the lessons. You can do it as a family and you watch a teacher teach the class on your computer, on the TV, however you can set it up. And they go over pronunciations and just kind of immersing you into Spanish. So I'm really excited to start this and see how the kids grow in their first language class. Now, one of the final things that we're going to be using is going to be IEW's poetry memorization. Like I mentioned in a previous video, we're not going to use this as it was designed. I think it's like 4 days a week. No. We will do this with our morning basket time. I'm gonna alter it probably once a week or once or twice every other week. I don't know for sure yet, but it's gonna be worked into part of our morning basket. And our morning basket this year is going to be changing. We are still going to be having one. I'm just not gonna keep buying all the books. Okay, this might be video evidence for my husband to use against me. In the future. I am still going to buy books, but I'm just not going to be thinking of new themes every single month. So occasionally I will, just because, you know, you can't change yourself completely. It's just not going to happen. And I love books, but I want our morning basket to just look a little differently. I don't want the kids to always expect brand new, you know, books and games and things like that. And they're getting older, and some of the picture books towards the end of the year last year, we just weren't getting through. And so I want to try to be better at using what we have instead of just collecting all the books. Now, the very last thing that we are going to be doing as our group subject is laying down the rails. I'm so excited to start character training and habit training with my kids. I think that this is going to be a great book to utilize for not just this year, but the coming years. I have a whole review on this as well. Again, you guys are probably so sick of hearing me say that during this video, but I will link that down below. One last thing actually that I forgot is we are going to be working on scripture memorization this year. That's like my huge goal for the year. Out of all things Bible, I want my kids to memorize scripture, and I do too. So I'm going to have a whole video coming up in the coming weeks on resources to use. If I haven't already posted it, I need to look at my schedule. I might have already posted it by the time this video comes out, but I'm gonna have a whole slew of resources to share with you guys if you are also interested in memorizing scripture. And there is one product in particular, I'm just like, I'm so half tempted to just tell you guys right now because they are being so generous and giving each and every single one of you this amazing gift. So make sure that you look for that video, and I think that's it for everything for first grade. Let me know down below, what are you using for first grade? Are you having any struggles with finding a particular curriculum? I would love to hear what all you guys are using. So if you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Hit that red subscribe button, and I will see you again later. Bye.